Hello, welcome to Psycho Podcast. No, I'm going to do that properly, but it's still staying in recording. Hello and welcome to the Chat Cave Podcast, where I'm now depressed because this is take 3 of doing this fucking episode. So, we got to the 30-minute mark, got to the point of, you know what, it's time to actually review this after this intellectual conversation, and then power goes out and corrupts my file. So, it's a restart. And then when we do the restart, after an entire minute, I get a phone call. Just to say, are you sure it's a power cut? Yay, parents.
I blame Alex.
So, yeah, this is take 3 of doing this. I am your host of Drinking Thomas Hughes. I have the lovely Hayden, aka Lickler, with me here. And we're doing 2 months of basic stuff she likes. So, yeah, we're going to kick that off with... Well, essentially, it's 2 months of enough musicals apart from the last 2. It's also 2 months of basically straight to TV original movies. Basically. Apart from one, which is a streaming movie. But every other one we're doing is basically a straight to TV original movie.
The best kind.
And they're basically all Disney apart from 2. Because we're going to do the musical movie Zombies. Here it goes again. It's spelled as Z.O.M.B.I.E.S. Disney Zombies. Because they're weird and put the dots in it.
Well done.
Just call it fucking Zombies without the dots. You're making it fucking my life a misery.
I think it's more in case kids need to Google it. And then if kids go, I'm going to look for zombies. And then see a horror, like...
Yeah, but that's the fun part. Because then you hear them screaming, running around, and then they run into walls, and then they're down for the count, and you're like...
I'm pretty sure that was just Craig.
My time's done. And then someone comes in and just drags them out, and you're like...
Right?
Well, they're dead. They've gone into the trapdoor. Their lunch. Because, you know, you're going to eat that.
Yes. Zombies. The classic. Oh, classic. Disney...
Original movie, which we're covering because it's getting the 3rd entry on Disney Plus in, like... When this goes out, I think it's literally about a week.
Yeah, which apparently is going to be more darker, so... We'll see a more interesting side to it.
And I'm going to pass it on to you because you know a lot more about this. And
yes.
I'm going to hope that you remember the entire thing you said last time.
I don't remember anything.
Very intellectual, going through everything, the segregation.
Yes.
Going through the concentration camps. Hashtag Disney's not racist.
Context, this sounds so bad.
Yeah, because hashtag Disney's not racist.
Basically, the whole allegory of this film is to be basically about the segregation in America, about the black and white segregation, but also to do with the Holocaust side of it. It's the whole idea of the humans being these perfect, fantastic people. They got the pastel colours, all of them. They only have vanilla ice cream. They're very basic and plain, and everyone has to be the exact same. Anyone who's different is frowned upon. And obviously, the 2 main characters, Zed and Addison, they are both, frowned upon. They're both outcasts, but in different ways. Addison, she is born with pure white hair, so she has to hide that with her wig because the parents basically say, if anyone sees it, you'll be treated wrong, and don't ever let them see the real you. She hides behind the wig to try and appear normal and kind of fit in. Whereas Zed obviously is a zombie, which themselves are all pure outcasts. So they all... He basically wants to try and eventually. But he wants to be on the American football team. He wants to fit in there, but in more of get zombies to join the team, and all of them being equal to
everyone's a part of the team. Yes, except you.
Zombie.
You're a zombie, man. Can't have you on the team. Be a laughing stock. I mean, you're called the Mighty Shrimps. Surely you're a fucking laughing stock by that.
I mean, you see the colours is pure pastel pink and bright neon
green. We are
the
Mighty Shrimps.
Yeah,
fuck off. Don't get to sing your favourite song just yet. That's an end segment thing. You're not going to ruin this like you did fucking take 1.
Calm down.
I wouldn't say ruin take 2, but we didn't get even far into take 2. I'm just very angry right now. I'm very upset because we had such a good conversation. And once again, it was ruined by something so fucking stupid.
Rogue zombie.
Sorry. I'll put my wristband back to normal. The veins are disappearing there.
Yes. Well, that's the big thing. I see the whole idea of the zombies are they're sane zombies. They're very they've got this wristband which makes them more human-like, so they can procreate, they can live normal lives, don't go around slaughtering everyone because this band helps them. And obviously, I like the idea of Zed, the main male character. He wants to get zombies to be equal with the humans, so he uses his wristband to make him more zombie-like, more strong, so he can win all the football plays tournaments to make zombies seem popular and to be more involved in human lives. And
can you call it American football? Because every time you say football, I think of an actual proper football game.
American football,
not stupid ass American football, which is basically just rugby but more complicated.
Yes, and I know it's rugby with armour. I know that. That's why at first I said American football, so everyone knows what I meant. That
football, not fucking soccer. Sorry, I'm still annoyed here. I'm grumpy right now. I'm grumpy.
Yeah. Okay. I forgot what I was saying now. Right. So obviously he's pushing himself to the limit, basically harming himself to try and fit in, to be a big American football star.
Thank you.
And obviously I like that he's trying to change himself to fit in, which is exactly what Addison's been doing the entire first part of the film. She's he's wearing the wig, she's trying to act like nothing's wrong with me, I'm completely just like you guys. Obviously her cousin, the main villain of the film, he knows her secret and it's always having that Damocles sword hanging over her, being well, if you keep talking to the zombies, I'm going to tell everyone that you've got white hair, because that's frowned upon. Yes, frowned. Having white hair.
Yes, it's not like you're already blonde.
Yeah, it's not like your real hair is the wig and the wig is your real hair.
I mean, it's very obvious which one's the wig.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's very obvious which one's the actual real set of hair.
I mean, in the second film, it's a bit more. The wig's better.
Well, obviously, because they need it through the entire movie.
Yeah.
So they kind of have to do it. Whereas this is just
you just bought it from a shop.
Yeah, it's literally just the end moment. It's like you've been in a fancy dress shop and bought one. The I don't know.
The plastic wigs that feel so fake and it's straw.
Yeah, ones where you see the pictures of I don't know, someone with massive sunglasses on.
Yeah,
those sort of stupid ass wigs. The ones that just come with outfits in general.
Yeah, I mean,
so you can dress as
low budget wigs.
I don't know. Someone with long hair. I don't know. I'm still grumpy Tom right now.
Oh,
I'm still grumpy.
But yeah,
because it's not my fault the recording's broken. It's usually my fault, and for a change, it's not my fault, so I'm grumpy. I'm never grumpy when it's my fault. I'm always grumpy when it's not my fault, and it's not my fault, so I'm grumpy.
Yeah, so it's quite the whole world of zombies is very they've got a lot of detail to it. The first one, it's a bit more subtle with it. It's just about the detail of the zombies. At the start, we see the outbreak in a comic book form, which is quite interesting. And they explain obviously about how it all started, and they're all now the band that helps them be more human. And then we get to see in the next films, we'll see where the zombies came from,
their origin story.
Yeah, their origin.
Their proper origin story, not just a quick brush over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I like how, obviously, we'll get to those in the next film, but a lot of them are all connected. It's really interesting. And I think even in the first one, the zombies themselves, they have their own culture, their own language, their own writing, really. And the writing is all the brain squiggles.
Zibbity bop, zibbity bop, zoobity bop, boo.
Yeah,
he just dropped that in zombie. All he said was he's hungry. I do like how all the characters speak normal, except him. Just to show.
And the only human word he knows is fire, because he's shit scared of fire. Because a lot of them are zombies that tend to be quite scared of fire.
They're basically Frankenstein.
Yeah.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
I like how a lot of them are it's not going to harm you, except him.
I love that he's the cause of all of it to kick off. I mean, he's the one who broke Zed's fucking wristband in the first place.
Which made him go, maybe I can do this.
And use my powers to save people and literally just bulldoze my way through an entire fucking American football team. I must have made the mistake there. Still grumpy. Don't start. and then save the day and quickly switch back. Rain's gone. Coach, best character, goes, "Hey, I need to talk to you." He's like, "I'm sorry, I didn't mean to." This guy's amazing. You want to join his team? You're on his team. Oh, okay.
Oh, I like how like he goes, oh yeah, he always wants to be on the team, but he's like, but I'll be on the team if you
do
give
all
zombies
this.
like allow them to be in the cafeteria, allow them to
Yeah.
actually be in the classrooms with other humans. And it's like, well, if you
Win
win
games.
games, then yeah.
So I do like that with that, the fact that when he first starts playing, he doesn't use the band. He's using it normal. He's doing it normally and losing really badly. And it's the case of, if I lose badly, this is it. It's game over for them. So I need to switch my thing to get the actual juice to basically drug myself to beat the crap out of everyone and win games, and then quickly switch back.
And you can throughout the entire film, you can see how much damage it's doing to him.
Yeah, it's basically taking it out of him. I do like as well that obviously there's like 3 different sides to using the band. You got the full zombie, you got the basic zombie, normal intellectual, and then you got the person
human side, which is like very human, except there's a slight green hint to the hair, which I like that as well. The fact that he's not fully human.
Yeah, it shows you
hints of green.
Shows you that it's still technically the zombie there.
Yeah, he's just like trying to be human. And you can see when every time then it's like it like corrupts. It's like, oh fuck, I'm totally normal.
Yeah, like it still keeps turning him to full rage mode.
Yeah,
until the point of him going full rage and like getting arrested because of it.
Like it's about him turning human is what allows the cheerleaders, the bad guys, basically able to hack into his band.
Yeah,
because they couldn't get into it until he corrupted the system. Yeah. Which obviously throughout the entire film, his best friend, she was saying like, "Don't swipe left."
Basically, his band's Tinder.
Yeah, don't swipe left.
Swipe.
Quagmire.
Gotta swipe. Quagmire, come on. Ew, I'm stuck. You got a butt baby now. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I like the film. It's very unique. Even for a Disney film, it's quite unique. Like, they're not really afraid to like go too far. Like the way that when they go full zombie, it's quite horror-esque. Like,
well, I mean, these dark veins.
Yeah.
Fully, like his eyes are changing.
He's literally about to kill someone. I like the idea when he tried to kill, obviously Bucky. He almost the cousin, the bad head cheerleader. He takes control. He's like, no, don't. I like that as well, and I think that's what he makes Bucky think. Am I wrong to have done this? I mean, that's what makes him questioning, because you realise he's still trying to help himself before he gets carried away with the coppers. Yeah,
the pigs, the popo, the
very aggressive to zombies.
Yep.
Again, because they're totally not a racial allegory.
And you got that one copper. Nope, stay where you are. Okay, sir. You can go now. Thank you, sir. It's definitely a unique Disney Channel movie. It's got your run-of-the-mill formula.
Yeah.
But it was After and Take One, which I can never fucking think of and never thought of it because I'm in a mood. But your run-of-the-mill Disney low-budget romantic formula.
Yeah.
But there's a lot more layers to it than usual.
It's very stylized as well. I mean, like, intros to comic book style, but like First Period Day Off and stuff like that. They talk to the camera. They break the fourth wall.
Yeah,
and I like that, because obviously most musical ones, they do the fourth wall breaking through song, and it's like,
I'm not singing my song about taking this shit again.
Sing it.
I forgot the lyrics. It's like, I'm sad. Which I am realistically
so
now.
Having like Troy Bolton
shit myself,
about how, like, he wants to
something
get his head
like
in the
that.
game.
Or not shit his pants, because that's why High School Musical 4 didn't happen.
Yes,
you shit yourself.
True. Yeah, so instead of having Troy Bolton like singing about why he's struggling between singing and taking a shit, you've got them actually saying to the camera like, "Oh, this is why I've got to hide myself."
I had so much good material, and it's just gone.
Oh,
fuck you, Power Grid.
Go Power Grid.
Don't even start. I'm not in that. I'm at that breaking point of just wanting to go in the corner and cry.
Oh. Shame. But yeah, zombies. I know you said I like the music in this
It's not.
film.
I don't know what you're fucking trying to. Are you trying to put?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like. Well, the second one does have the better songs, I'll admit. But this first one has one of my favorite songs. I'm not going to say because you'll fucking moan. But it does have some of the songs I like in this film, and they do repeat the songs quite a bit, but they do it in a way to like it's got new context to the songs. Like the initial like Sunday song, which was like a little kind of like little romantic comedy kind of like song. Then
I
being
know
all
what
cute and
might
stuff.
be crazy.
Yeah. Then
Did
being
you
cute
hear
and
the
quirky.
story?
And then the second time they do it, it's more of a ballad. It's more acoustic, and it's like yeah, it's more acoustic and more like somber and more romantic, really. And they're literally they're about to kiss until the popo come.
Zip. Oink oink.
And they do a lot of reprising for that. Like the fired up song is when they go from being like, the first one
Separate.
is more of it's a competition. It's like just all the humans, and it's Bucky going, you're shit, you're shit, you're shit, and then sitting in the end of the like some of the competition when they do that song again, it's all of them working together as a team and all
Harmony.
harmony. I like that. And there's a lot interesting way of doing that, I think.
I don't know. I just think the music in the first one it's okay. It's just not groundbreaking. I mean, it's not the only Disney Channel film that I feel like the first film's music lacks in comparison to the latter movies.
Really?
Descendants, for an example. I think the first film's music isn't as good as the later movies. I feel like it's just like there's a couple of good songs, but there's nothing that jumps off the page at me and makes me go, that was incredible, I love that song. They're just
it does for me.
I mean, they're well choreographed, don't get me wrong. I feel like in both films the songs are well choreographed.
Yeah.
It's just that I don't think they're catchy. I feel like the second onward films, especially with this as well, is where there's the more catchier songs that make me go, oh, I like this one more because there's more songs that I actually enjoy listening to. There's a couple of okay, alright songs. There's only one that really jumps off the screen at me and makes me go, I like that because of how it works, which I'll get to later. And probably the same goes for Descendants. I can't even remember the songs from the first film. I literally only listened to 2 and 3 mainly because I thought the first film songs were a bit
I can understand that. It's like how for me, High School Musical 2 is the better one to the first one. I love some of the songs from the first film, but the second one has the better songs and it's more.
I feel like it's just the fact that the first one they gotta keep it simple.
Yeah.
They haven't gotta be too over the top. Whereas the later ones, when they're adding more context to it,
building onto the first one,
and there's a lot more to the film, they can add better, like more complex and more better music. It's always just like this is the first one. They've just got to get the idea across and not too much else. But then they always add stuff in the second films onwards where they can actually be better with their music choices.
I think in the second one, usually it's because the first one they're writing songs and then having the actors sing the songs, whereas the second one they're writing songs for the actors. It's like High School Musical. The first one, the songs weren't actually written for Zac Efron. They didn't really fit his voice, so they got someone else to record his bits and then merge it together. Whereas the second one, a lot was written for his voice, and that's why the second one tends to be more bam, because it's actually his voice and it feels more quality. And that might be what happens in these films. They actually are writing the songs ready for.
Yeah, it's more obviously the first one's more lower budget. They're like just the groundwork, so it's nothing that's gonna
foundation.
Yeah, it's nothing that's gonna basically jump off at you. Whereas the later ones, it's more of the outside of the house.
Yeah,
it's more the actual bricks put into place, more of the structure built on top of that foundation. So I feel like that's wise. It's just like the basic.
Yeah.
So the songs are very basic, whereas as I said, the later ones, the more less basic, more complex. There's better writing essentially, because that's the thing. They have to write something that will work, and then the later ones like, oh, it worked, so we can fucking go a bit more with it, if you know what I mean. So I feel like that's what it is. It's like it's not bad music, but it's not great music. It's okay music with the occasional one that does pop out, mainly for the fact it's less of the song itself, it's more of the on-screen visuals. So like Bam's alright, but what stands out the most with that is the dancing on screen, the body popping and everything. Same goes for obviously the Fired Up with the second one. It's more of the song's alright, but it's more of, again, what's happening on the screen, the comedy obviously with the little sassy kid, that's obviously making up for that, and obviously the build up to obviously Bucky coming back in to team up with them. It's more of the visuals that help these songs become better, but the songs themselves aren't as oomph. But there's only one which I'll get to later on, which is the more oomph song.
Yeah.
But it's less visual based. There's a little bit of visual. It's more like a dream sequence, but it's
like a flashback.
Yeah, but the song itself is better than that. So the visual itself is, it's all right to watch, but the song itself is much better. It stands out over the visual. Whereas those ones, the visuals for me stand out over the song, which you kind of need to balance it right. You need it to be the song great and the visual great to balance it.
The second film.
Yes, to balance it out. You can't have one that's better than the other. You can't have the music that's better than the visuals, because you can be like, okay, yeah, the music's great, but what I'm watching isn't the best. Whereas the way around this way, you can't have great visuals and rubbish music, because you're like, oh, this song, obviously this routine's really good, but the music itself isn't helping it be its better self, if you know what I'm trying to say here.
Yeah, I get you.
So that's kind of like where I stand with this. Hint. I just realised as I was saying it, I can make a little joke hint here that you'll understand. Maybe people who watch it will understand, and who've seen it will understand, but most of the people will be like, I don't get it. But yeah,
I got the joke.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how I feel with the music. That's how it is with this first movie. And again, same with most other Disney Channel movies that are obviously musical type based. The first one tends to be a bit too much more visual than song, and you only have really one that maybe is more song than visual. Yeah, that's what kind of does drag it down a bit for me. Don't get me wrong, I think it's an entertaining film, and it's a great starting point for a franchise, which it's done. Obviously, it's got itself a trilogy. I don't think they'll do any more after something. This is it.
This will be it, yeah.
Like a bit like Descendants, they made it to 3, and they've told their story they want to tell. They might do spin-offs and stuff like that.
They're doing spin-off.
I know Descendants doing a spin-off sort of thing.
They can, because they've got all different villains.
There's a lot of things they can do, yeah. So they could do spin-offs with this, just focusing on other monsters.
Like it could be focusing on like the little girl that's I've seen in, like his Zed's sister.
When she's grown up. So there's stuff they can do. So obviously, there's your franchise. It's great. This is the foundation that started the franchise, and the others are built upon it to make a nice house.
Yeah, it's the Star Wars New Hope.
Yeah. Let's just hope we don't get the prequels or sequel level of building upon it after this trilogy.
The prequels are fucking amazing. They're shit films, but amazing.
Good for memes.
Yeah, the memes.
They're good for memes, and then the sequels are good for nostalgia.
Yeah.
So you got meme nostalgia, and then you got the actual amazing cinema in between.
You got amazing memes, amazing fight scenes in the prequels.
You got amazing movies. Yeah, you got amazing movies in general, and you got movies that are member berries.
And then you got the sequels, which is basically all about
member berries,
nostalgia, and also flashing lights, because J.J. Abrams unique lens glare and everything.
Well, at least 2 of those movies. The other one, the guy did Knives Out. Yeah. So there's a lot that can do with this franchise still. But for the first film, which is basic, gets the origin across, obviously, of the world. It does enough to sell the world,
and this one's more expanding.
Yeah, and they expand upon it with the idea of there is other monsters. It's not just the zombies that were created by this explosion. There is also werewolves, and obviously upon that, with the third one, they expand upon that even more with the concept of there is aliens in the world as well.
I like it's good.
And as you said before, in the first take, there's that weird comic book animation one which adds the idea of there's vampires in the universe, which is probably going to get brushed under the rug. So there's a lot they could expand upon and tell from other people's point of views, not just the zombies and the humans, but other creatures' point of views in this world, which is obviously what the second one does. It still tells a point of view from the zombies and that, but it tells a lot more point of view from how the werewolves are trying to fit in this world. So there's obviously a lot they can do just to keep the franchise going past the third entry in the trilogy. A bit like what Descendants did with The Wedding.
Yeah.
It was a iffy animation, but they were able to expand upon their world with this story. Something that wasn't told within its movie.
And they're quite a touching thingy for sometimes Carlos.
Yeah, exactly. So there is stuff they can do, but it depends if... I feel like if the third one does well on Disney Plus, since it's now a Disney Plus original, then there's the good chance that they might give it a chance to go even more. It kind of depends on how it ends.
Yeah.
So if it ends like the other ones, because they always end on a moment where there's something that could still happen. Like the first one didn't end with a werewolf howl. The shot of the moon, doesn't it? Or is it?
Yeah. Or
was that the start of the second one? That might be the start of the second one, actually.
Might be the start, yeah.
It's during the first song, isn't it?
And the first one just ends off like them finishing dance bit. I don't think that actually
it's the
werewolves.
It's the second one at the start, isn't it? When they're doing the song.
Yeah.
I don't remember the song. It's the one when they're all basically she's at camp and
chilling camp.
Yeah, and that after me saying it's the end of that where they tease the werewolf.
Yeah.
And then it's the end of the second film that teases the aliens. So maybe at the end they'll tease something, or it just ends in a way that they can do a fourth film.
Yeah.
But I don't think they will. I think if anything, it'd just be spin-offs if they did anything else.
Yeah, probably shows based on other characters.
Yeah, so I mean they could easily do a TV show, as you just said. They could easily do a TV show focused on other things. Like a full TV show about the werewolves, like before they went to the school, like fully like giving them their origin story a bit more,
or maybe even give them an alpha. The whole point of obviously in the second film we'll get to.
They're trying to find their alpha. Yeah. That could be the plot of the series, like them trying to find their alpha, them going away from the school to find their alpha, and obviously going to maybe other communities.
That'd be cool.
That'd be something interesting, but obviously it just depends on how well this one does, like viewership on Disney Plus. So I feel like there's going to be probably a bit more viewers on Disney Plus than there is Disney Channel.
Definitely. Because
Disney Plus is much more easy accessible than Disney Channel was. So I feel like there's definitely it will get its viewership. Because the thing as well with this obviously Disney Plus now with them both these zombie movies being on there, they're both more easily accessible, so you get more people viewing them. I mean, it's the same reason I was able to watch it before, because obviously you're like, oh, let's watch it on Disney Plus. So that's the perk of streaming. There's access to a lot of the older content that the only way you're gonna watch it on normal Disney Channel is if it's a rerun, or they'll put it on demand maybe, which is only when the reruns happened. So that's the thing, you gotta wait for it to happen, whereas it's just there. There for you to watch at your easy convenience. You put your feet up, watch a musical, simple as. I mean, I'm right though, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. It works from nostalgia as well. Any of the shows we grow up and the films grow up and we get to watch it.
Teach you the quality of Hannah Montana is so bad.
Hey, the quality might be the best, but that TV show is still fire.
Literally walked in back from my driving lesson. Did a fucking Flintstones joke while walking up the stairs. Walked straight into her watching Hannah Montana, and the quality is so fucking bad. It's like you're watching something from the 90s.
And that was the revamp. Series, that was series 3.
Seinfeld has better quality than that, and that's fucking old. I mean, a lot of 90s TV shows have better quality than what I saw. And as you said, that's the fucking revamp.
Yeah, it's
thank God this movie and the sequels are made at the point of we can actually have good quality TV, not...
Hey, Hannah Montana Forever was actually quite a good quality. I haven't got to it yet, but...
I haven't got to it. Literally, my Disney Plus is now just fucking Hannah Montana whizzed away. I'm just going to make you an account so you can't fucking keep watching it on mine. I need to try and make them disappear off my fucking watch history.
What's wrong with watching them?
Because it's deleting my fucking watch history. Somebody's gonna make you an account just to fucking watch your own shit when I'm not here. But yes, it's a good film. We've probably had a much more intellectual conversation first time round. But you know, we're easy forgettable, and I'm at the point of just being in the mood because of it happening. Not at the point in the mood where I angrily yell at you in like legitimate words. More of it's a joke, angrily yell at you. Oh, thank God that didn't come out on the mic. I mean, Connor's tend to. If you're in a conversation with Connor, he purposely will put his ass to the mic and let go. Trust me. Been playing a conversation, he goes, "Can you hear this? Can you hear this?" Yeah, I fucking heard that, you dirty bastard.
Well, I gotta live with.
You asked for it. But yeah, it's a different take on a zombie genre.
Yeah.
Which is something I forgot, which I said the first time and haven't yet said. It's a different take. It's but not your gruesome ass Walking Dead, Z Nation.
Yeah, it's a romance story.
Every other zombie horror TV show, movie. Does the same thing of trying to be different like One Bodies did, but in a better way. Yeah. Because there's better characters. It's got the music to pop out.
It's more fun.
Yeah, it's more fun.
And like the zombies actually feel like real characters.
And there's not the bullshit idea of zombies can become humans again.
Yeah, it's the idea of that they're zombies.
We're in love. We can never become normal.
Yeah, whereas this one is like, this is who they are. This is them accepting who they are. They're living with it. And we see a big thing in the second one that's the whole point. They've all accepted themselves.
Exactly.
Even Addison, because she's shock of horror, got white hair.
She's definitely not an alien.
Spoilers!
Spoiler for the next movie.
Oh.
So yeah. I was just in the time of this, and I was like, it's the point we got to last time, so I want to try and wrap it up within the next 8 minutes in case.
Oh God, not again!
Generally thought my computer was broke.
Oh.
Anyway, so let's get to the ratings. I'm not gonna be over the top like you and be like, this is what this is. This is a Dora type movie. It's gotta be 10 out of it's gotta be like 100 out of 10. I'm gonna be simple. I'm gonna try and remember my egg order here. So it's green egg, gold egg, bronze egg, which is a 7 out of 10, but entertaining. I had to think. I had to work backwards. Like, I was picturing the eggs from my rating system, like my hatchling eggs, which obviously you came up with the idea of, which we now just incorporate into Chat Cave because
of course
we may as well just incorporate the egg system into most things because it means we're kind of like keeping consistency. That's the word I'm after. I was just gonna say samesies. Samesies. So yeah, I believe it's bronze, which is a 7 out of 10 for entertaining, which it is. It's entertaining. It does its job. But honestly, the sequel's better, which I'll get to when I talk about the sequel, which probably won't be tonight because I'm pissed off because of what happened and the time right now. So I'm going to take my anger out while shooting stuff in Guardians of the Galaxy. Anyway, give me your bullshit rating.
I'll give it a 9 out of 10, which I don't know what that is for your egg thing, but a gold egg. Yes. I love the film.
Too convenient for you that being there.
Yeah, I love
I'm going to hide it, and when you do a gold egg, you have to track it down the room. I'll spend 10 minutes. It's like fucking, is it Price is Right when they fucking have to run around the supermarket? It's be like that, you fucking run around. No, not Price is Right.
That's
Supermarket Sweep.
Price is Right is then go, I don't know.
Yeah. Supermarket Sweep. I'll give you a fucking basket. I'll go nick a basket from the car. You have to run around and try and fucking find the egg. And whatever else you find that's very close to an egg, you get to keep.
Go. Well, I've got a vibrating butt plug. That's close to an egg.
Shut up! You're telling my secrets!
Oh, yeah, I love the film. Okay, I will admit, I do prefer this. I do prefer the sequel, but I do love this one for as it is. It's like I like High School. I prefer the second one, but I still love the first one. I love this one too.
Okay, fair enough. That's very simple then. That gives it a Chat Cave, overall rating. I'm too used to the same Chat Cave. Especially when you're here. When Connor's here, it's simple. I know it's a fucking reboot. But he's not here anymore. Because I fired him. I didn't fire him.
I did.
I just asked him if he wanted to take a step back, and he was like, okay.
I'll punch him in the face. It's my man.
So
now,
yeah,
bitch.
it gives it the Chat Cave overall rating of 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Half gold, half bronze. Which, an 8 out of 10 would just straight make it a silver, wouldn't it?
Yeah. If you paint this silver.
Constantly have to fucking repaint it. For fuck's sake. Okay, so then MVP time. Coach?
Yeah, definitely.
Coach.
Best character.
Best character.
The whole breakdown when he's trying to explain. Just do something.
Don't be back here. You need to all go up here.
Just do something.
And the whole thing of him living in his mum's basement.
He's going to try
to
to
get his ex-wife back.
Brilliant.
Is it the end of this one? Is it the end of this one, or is it the next one? Who comes an ice cream man? He becomes an ice cream man, doesn't he?
I think he does.
Well, it's something along an ice cream type thing, isn't
yeah.
it? He's selling he's got his own little stand, hasn't he? I think it's the next one, isn't it? He becomes like an ice cream man. He's like the best character, hands down the best character.
Funny as fuck.
You always have to have that one comedic character that overshadows everything else. Like the side character that's not even massive in the movie, but you always remember him. So he's definitely that one.
Descendants is probably Chad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's definitely that one. Okay, that's a runner-up.
Oh, runner-up. Addison? Or Zed?
We do a joint one, because I know we've done a joint one before, so give it to both of them, because I mean, you can't have the one without the other.
It's Romeo and Juliet, basically.
Exactly, you can't have the one without the other. This is not us arguing over, oh, I think he deserves it, or no, she deserves it. It's the case of, you literally can't have one without the other.
Yeah.
They literally...
They complement each other really well.
Exactly, they flow perfectly. Their lines, their chemistry works all together, so... Yeah, I feel like it's definitely like a split down the middle. Addison and obviously Zed.
Zadison.
Zadison, yes. Adda Zed.
Ads.
Ads with a Z on the end. Like a really shit fucking rapper. Ads.
Addison.
Okay. Favorite moment.
Ooh.
This is not favorite song. This is favorite moment.
Favorite moment.
I might just give it to the coach's breakdown because that was so fucking hilarious. I'm like trying to think about other moments in the film that stood out the most, but that's the one I remember is because it was a straight up mental breakdown of you gotta go here, you gotta do it, just don't stay here, all of you go up here. I feel like that just deserves it because that's the one thing I can always remember is just his mental breakdown of trying to get them to actually play the game properly. And, I just want you all here. Like, that's not how you play the game. You need people back here to do the defending. And yet he's like, no, I want you all up here to play the fucking game, to do something. So yeah, I'd probably say the coach's mental breakdown while trying to give a team, meeting.
I'd probably say... I'd say when Anderson takes a wig off.
The first time.
Like when she fully takes it off. Because the whole shock of writing, she's revealing herself. Because,
and not in a sexual way.
Yeah. She's revealing who she truly is. Instead of trying to fit in like they are. And it's the task of time when she fully accepts herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably my favourite moment.
Okay then, favourite song?
She's fired up. The first one. I don't know why. I love it. I think the tempo, the lyrics, the whole of the song just feels so hyped up. I love it. Even those ones it just makes me feel like if we're gonna have it on my playlist, that's the one that I will have on twice, or I could repeat it over and over again and still love it.
Well, for me, it's Stand Tall, the solo Addison song, because that's the one that stood out the most. That's the one I'm saying has got the better lyrics than its actual on-screen visuals. Whereas the one you've said has got probably better visuals and it has music.
The beat's got that.
The beat's okay, but it's whereas this one, it's got the more emotional side to it. It's the one when she takes the wig off for the first time. Or technically real hair. And as you say, it's the one when Bucky's starting to think, okay, where do I stand here? Am I this jackass who is basically a racist? Or am I, a nice person who will accept these zombies into our culture? So I feel like that's the one that stood out the most of all the music in this one. That's the best one for me. It's just obviously the visuals are more flashbacky, which is alright, but you know, I feel like the other ones is just because there's more dance movements to it, whereas this it doesn't require it because it's just meant to be a straight up emotional song to the camera.
Solo kind of song.
Yeah, it's a coming out moment, and not in a coming out way. Just I'm not normal. I'm white haired.
I've got white hair.
Coming out white haired. That is her moment for that. So yeah, I definitely say that one. Yeah, I think that covers everything really.
Yeah.
Right then. Any questions as to why Hayden likes to put too much numbers on ratings for stuff that is not?
I'm very biased.
Yeah, basically. Basically, why are you biased? There's a question you could ask her.
I am special.
Yes, you are. Your thoughts and feelings? Have you seen Zombies? Did you like it? Didn't you like it?
What unique creature would you want to be in one of the zombie films?
Favorite songs? You know, basically what we've been saying. Favorite moments, stuff like that.
Would you fuck a zombie?
Oh my god. Taking it to a new level here of shit podcast. And I'm going to say this next time as well, but are you looking forward to Zombies 3 if you've seen the Zombies movies? Yeah, I feel like that basically covers everything. So next week we will be covering Zombies 2 because, you know, we've got to cover the second one before we cover the third one. So until then, we're going to end before the fucking power cut happens again and it kills our recording. So we hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time.
Bye.